Today's episode is for the parents. Let us recognize the basic reasons for young people committing suicide. It is the misunderstanding of the parents that to become a doctor or an engineer is a matter of great social prestige. So, they provide with all the facilities like internet, mobile phone, etc., and a separate room for their children. They spent a lot of money for entrance coaching. But the great mistake from the parent side is they usually fail to recognize or understand the child's inborn talents, the inborn skills, the God given skills, likes and dislikes. The child may or may not have the aptitude for medical or engineering profession, isn't it? If they have an aptitude for it, they may do excellently well in their performance and may be able to achieve their goal. If not, in the beginning, they may show interest to satisfy their parents. Though they try the level best, they may find it beyond their capacity and may start showing signs of stress as the parents do not enter the room and their check the child's performance. They do not notice the sign of stress or depression. Unless you enter the child's room and monitor the performance on a regular basis, how would you know what they are doing in the closed room? If the child has no aptitude for medicine or engineering, and if the parents pressurize them to perform to their expectations, the child may start showing its inability in doing so. They may also show signs of stress or depression unless they get the emotional support from the parents or the family members or the teachers. They may start feeling that life is not worth living. Some may lose their interest. Hence, they may lose their confidence and develop the fear of failure in academics. Thus, this fear forces them to commit suicide in a short term decision as nobody make them aware of the eternal perspective and long term vision. I hope you agree with me. Again, some may fall in love with somebody. Falling in love with somebody means something of yours is falling into something. If it finds physical expression, it is sex. If it finds emotional expression, it is love. If it finds mental expression, it is victory or achievement. But all these are for a short time. Finally, if they cannot achieve the goal, they become frustrated and commit suicide. Or they murder someone and then they commit suicide in a short-term decision. Isn't it? The lack of eternal perspective and long-term vision. The second basic reason is the unhealthy environment in which the child is brought up. The way the parents talk each other and their behavior with their parents and the family members, the relationship with the family members, the neighbors, the way they treat their elders, people of low and high social status, etc. If the parents talk harshly with the children, they will learn to talk harshly with others. Such children will also tempted to do crime. So it is my appeal to my parents to remember that you are dealing not with the heavy machines but the delicate human minds. So be very careful in dealing with the children. Keep a close relationship with your children to understand their strengths and weaknesses, likes and dislikes. Allow them to choose a career of their own interest, their own tastes, and just support them to excel in their inborn talents, the God given talents. Thus, help them to enjoy learning and achieve their goal so that later on you also will be happy. Advise your children as mentioned in the Bible, Proverbs chapter 7, verse 4. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call understanding, you are my nearest kin.